Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols, and I'm here to bring you your Nichols Worth. And today from Holman, we have the NASB 2020 personal size in the Holman Handcrafted collection. If you know anything about me, you know that the CSB single column personal size is my favorite CSB, and now they have made it in the NASB 2020 with the exact same layout. Now this is the original one, and this actually has the 2017 text. I've had this one for years and had it rebound. This is the new one they came out with the red accents, has a little bit of extra bells and whistles, and then they went ahead and brought this in, and I put them in the same spot just to show you how similar they are. Obviously with two different translations, you're going to have two different translator note systems. These have a little bit of notes. They don't have like this full array of notes, but it's just enough to kind of get you by. But these both have an 11-point font. These are absolutely beautiful Bibles. This one is the slate gray. I love that they brought the raised hubs into the Holman Handcrafted collection. That deep, nice stamping. This one has silver accents, perimeter stitching. Look at that silver gilding. And then when you open it up, it has that beautiful light blue art gilding. Beautiful red accents. The only thing I'd like to see Holman step up their game on a little bit more is to go ahead and get that 36 GSM paper they used to use back. This feels more about like 33 to me. This is good paper, but the 36 GSM they used was great paper. I'd love to see them bring that back. But when it comes to gilt lines, corners are not bad for a mass-produced Bible. Nice little edge line tab, really nice little end sheet, excellent Bible. This one, let's go ahead and check this thing out from beginning to end. First of all, this goatskin is lovely. I really like the grain on that goatskin. Now, I suspect that's a stamped grain, but it's still lovely nonetheless. One thing I'd love to see these larger publishers do is go ahead and jump on board with some accent stitching. That would look really sharp with like a gold or a yellow stitching just to give it a little pop. But again, you have the raised hubs on the spine. You have the nice deep stamping. This is a massive improvement from some of the early Holman Handcrafted collections. You have three really sharp double-sided satin ribbons, just really nicely done. And then they glue them on the top to have them make that perfect triangle. I'm not a huge fan of that. I would prefer to leave my ribbons like this, to where I can kind of tuck them out and make them look nice. It is a little bit more trouble. I understand why they do it. It's so your ribbons will lay perfectly like that and make that perfect little triangle, but I prefer just to be able to do that myself. Let's go ahead and get to the liner. This is a cowhide liner. Beautiful gilt line, really nice little corners there. Those almost look young blood good corners. Nice edge line tab. And one thing they do with their end sheet is in a lot of editions, they glue it straight to the fly leaf. So there's no, like on some premium Bibles, you're going to see when they glue it, it's going to have this. And some of their editions do this as well. But here lately, they've been just gluing them all the way together. I don't hate that. I think that's actually a pretty good idea because you get that strength all the way up. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the layout here. Now this is not going to lay flat because this is a thick Bible. Now, one thing I've showed you before with any premium Bible, that's all you do is every signature, so about every 60 pages, go ahead and press down lightly on that edge line tab and just continue to do that about every that many pages or so. And you will see eventually it will begin to break in. But 11-point font, really nice, generous margin space. Check out that gutter space. That is excellent. In fact, I think the gutter space is even better than it is on this one. That is impressive. To have a Bible in this footprint size, in that 9.5 by 5.5 range, to have gutter space like that, that's a massive improvement. What they were able to do with this one is you can look and see that it doesn't have as many words per line. This one has about 10 to 12 words per line, and this one looks like it has about 12 to 14. And what that does is you don't get those columns as wide, but you do get that nice gutter space, and it also gives you a little bit of more nice margin space here. That was one thing about this one that was an improvement, is this one has more margin space, the older edition. And this one has less margin space because they cheated it out to try to go ahead and give some of that extra gutter space, but this is better addressed. I understand why they didn't go through the effort of retypesetting this entire thing. That is a monumental task, and this is a brand new translation, so they had the privilege of retypesetting it, but this is actually a much better layout than this, even though they're both very nice. It also seems to me that this print is just a little bit darker than this print and a little more bold. And it could be maybe this paper is a little bit more opaque. I can't tell, perhaps, but really excellent. I love the red accents on these. You got the red verses that really stand out, are bold, the big red chapter numbers. Also really nice art gilding. This is a complaint early on with some of the Holman Handcrafted collection Bibles, is that the art gilding wasn't dark enough. This rose art gilding is quite lovely. You have your book titles in that accent red with the little rose there. Really nice touch. You got your notes on the bottom separated by a line. This does not have any references, just your textual footnotes. They don't seem to be as robust as they are in here, but there's still some textual footnotes. I don't know why some translations have more footnotes than others available in their condensed editions, but you can see here that this one clearly seems to have a little bit more. If we go ahead and go to Luke chapter 12, where we're in the same spot, yeah, this one definitely has more footnotes than the NASB 2020. So I'm not sure the reason of that. I don't know if it's a Lockman thing, don't know if it's a Holman thing, but when you get to the end, we're going to have some little extra tools in the back that you're going to see in most of your NASBs. You're going to have your topical index, which sort of functions similarly to a concordance, only topically. Then after your topical index, you're going to have your Holman maps that are on that cardstock non-gloss paper. And then as you close out, of course, you're going to have that edgeline tab, acknowledges that this is goatskin leather cover. Now, I do want to address a rumor and something that has been said about Holman Handcrafted collection. There's been some people that are saying they use bonded goatskin. Holman used to use bonded goatskin years ago, back before they started the Handcrafted series. So if you have one of their older goatskins that has that brown, it looks to be kind of breaking up, that's because that was bonded goatskin. This is not bonded goatskin. This is the real deal, and these are worth every penny you're going to pay for them. These are very well priced premiums. Sometimes when you catch them on sale, you can get them for around $100, sometimes even a little less, but no more than $120, $130. You're going to have you an absolutely amazing NASB 2020 or CSB. They also offer a couple of KJVs. They have a single column, they have a study Bible, and several other things in the Holman Handcrafted collection. I'll put a video on the end screen where I feature several of the things they offer in the Holman Handcrafted collection so you can check it out. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.